What's up, guys? My name is Tyler, aka and welcome back to another VDL Pickems for the Mew division. Today we're doing week 5 with Akshi.
Hello, that would be me.
Hope I got your name right. Welcome to your first Pickems video.
Thank you very much. It's great being here.
So, you're a Victini mod, so I don't know if you've seen a lot of what's going on here in the Mew division.
I've just been watching the matches. I haven't really looked at the matchups whatsoever. But do we just get into it then?
Yeah, we just get into it with the first game that we have here is Rampardos versus that one guy. I believe they're both coming off losses right this week. I can double check stuff though. But my first thought on this matchup was that Iron Valley went absolutely crazy. I don't think it has that many good counters that one guy has. Maybe Pheasantipity? Is that the only one? But it's got to watch out for a psychic move.
Yeah, I would say that is his best bet as well. Maybe like a Terra Poison Wochian. I don't remember what the Terra types are on his mons.
Me neither. I should have had the other dock up too.
Let me get that.
But also, if it's a special Iron Valiant, then Frothmoss could also be good.
For sure.
What is that? Ruchan. Yeah, it's Poison, Water, and Dark.
Yeah, that could be a decent response into Valiant. But I think his Lando T responses are also pretty weak here, because it has Rock Slide for Moltres and Grass Knot for Swampert.
Damn, it's got the tech?
Yeah, the tech.
The tech Grass Knot? I don't know how much Grass Knot's gonna do to Swampert. Does it weigh much?
I think it does more than 50%.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if Lando T is like one of the best yet. It does do very well though, I think. It could do very well. Like, it could get the U-turn with Soaring Moon, Earthquake, Treads, Rockside Moltres, as you said.
Yeah, it just needs to be careful of those B tiers, like Treads with Ice Spinner. And there are a lot of other mons that are faster than it.
Yeah, Treads can be used well with the electric terrain here, taking advantage of Big Cushion, but it only outspeeds the Iron Jugulus, like if it's facing another terrain mon.
That's true. It does... Okay, it does have an okay matchup, I guess. It gets kind of walled by Earthworm and Chestnut from the looks of it.
Yeah, it could definitely get walled by those two. That'd be some stuff. I don't really... Yeah, like, in my notes was like, I don't really know what that one guy's plan is here. Like, maybe Roaring Moon can do something with a Dragon Dance, but I'm not really sure, because even then Chestnut can come in, hit a spiky shield, and Earthworm could also have the Earth Eater against any earthquakes.
Yeah, it seems pretty tough. He'd probably have to, like, I guess Booster Energy Acrobatics makes sense for Chestnut, but then you'd still have to worry about Terrestrialization.
Yeah, and you still have to worry about Iron Boulder being faster in the terrain.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd be very worried about all that. Hooper could do some stuff under Nasty Plot, but I think it's too slow to really do against some of these terrain mons.
I agree. I think Terrapagos could get like one or two kills, but it gets outsped by a lot, and if it has its ability broken, it just gets one shot by Boulder and Valiant.
Yeah, having 3 fighting types here is crazy. Like, that one guy's biggest weakness is fighting, I believe, and Rampardos has 3 of them.
Wait, is Boulder actually fighting? I thought it was Psychic Rock.
Wait, am I getting this all wrong? Yeah, wait, it is totally Psychic. Wait, what? Because regular Terracon's fighting. I'm stupid.
Yeah. I just thought it stab moved a lot to Terrapagos, but maybe not.
I'm so stupid. I thought this whole time Iron Boulder was a fighting type.
It does look like a fighting type, to be fair.
Yeah, I always see it was close combat. It's a Terrakion. Oh my god, I didn't know that. Okay, Psychic type Iron Boulder. I see you. Psychic type's actually interesting, so then I can do stuff against Hariyama and Pheasantipity. Ooh.
Yeah, that's true. It does look threatening.
Yeah. We are some silent peeps, aren't we?
Yeah,
No way.
we are.
This is being cut out. Trust.
That's good.
Trust. But, yeah, my notes, I said that I would go with Rampardos. I just think the Iron Valley and the Iron Boulder are too offensively pressured here. and the speed is massive. I also thought that the defenses on that one guy couldn't deal with the offensive Iron Valiant stuff, and then like Rampardo's defenses are just so good, like Oxpex, Chestnut, Earthworm.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think so too. I mean, like, a lot of that one guy's mons just end up getting checked by Ramp's defensive stuff. And Ramp's offense is very hard to stop, like you said.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a difficult game for that one guy, I think.
Absolutely. Do we go to the next matchup?
If you got nothing else to say about that one guy in the Rampardos, then we can head to the next matchup.
I have nothing more to say.
I need to. I'm gonna look back at my notes to see if I had anything else. Yeah, my opinion of this one was also that Rampardos is probably Rampardos' best matchup.
In this whole season?
Yeah, that's happened yet.
Oh.
I think this might be his best, just because there's not anything here that's hugely taking advantage of the terrain. There's also no, like, the electric type Zip Striker and Iron Threads can't outspeed Boulder or Valiant in the terrain.
Yep.
So it doesn't help it too much as some of the other previous matchups where they had some abuses. Not sure what else I'm saying. I gave a 2-0 win to Ramp, but it could definitely be a 3-0.
Oh, you actually guessed the differential too.
I guessed the differential too.
That's wild.
We out here, my guy. And yeah, even though I thought that maybe the Roaring Moon with the Dragon Dance could be well, and so could a Swampert maybe, because now also knowing that Iron Boulder isn't going to take stab fighting type moves close combat, and the Swampert could even be better here. But there's still countermeasures like the Chestnut and the Toxpex and just switching free against it since Swampert can't Toxic it. So yeah, we ready to move on now?
Yeah.
We both think Rampardos is gonna win this?
I do, though I'm not gonna guess the differential because I have a very hard time telling what'll happen.
Okay. Let's move on to the next game between Ursel and Tam, which I thought was very interesting. I thought Greninja here looked very good. Look at that Greninja. Man,
I totally agree.
That Greninja's been doing very good lately. I think it got the most kills out of its last week game, and now it's being boosted by the rain, so it's gonna help it out very good. Believe it even learns low kick for the Archeolodon.
Indeed. It has like perfect coverage for this entire team.
Yeah, I mean Greninja has perfect coverage overall. Man gets gunk shot and low kick and rock slide.
Yeah, true. Such a great mon. Though with like protein, you would end up losing your stab on some of these moves. So it is kind of manageable, but in this matchup, I think it's just destroy.
Yeah, it looks absolutely insane. I think the only real counter here is maybe that Lantern if it had Water Absorb. And also Ludicolo outspeeds it in the Swift Swim. So that could also be a measure. Those two little low tier Pokemon that were the last ones drafted are the two countermeasures.
I think Tam has a lot of issues with Rillaboom too, because both his offensive threats, or like fast offensive threats in Barra and Ludicolo, want the Terra to resist the Rillaboom, but only one of them can have it. So one of them is like guaranteed getting revenge by this guy with Grassy Glide. Yeah,
that Barraskewda's really got to watch out for that Grassy Glide. It's gotta come prepared for that. A great thing would have been if he had like Psychic Terrain or some stuff, I don't know. Imagine on Psychic Terrain Hatterene.
That would be kind of fire. Or Rain with Psychic Terrain.
Boy, got the heat come. Yeah, besides the Greninja and the Barraskewda, I don't know who else are like the big threats in this game. I thought that the Escadrille is pretty unlikely to come. Simply because it gets, the ground moves downgrade in the grassy terrain. So it's unlikely that he's bringing his spinner. Maybe the Jirachi's going to come with Stealth Rocks. Although that's also got to watch out for the Hatterene though.
Yeah, but it does scare out Hatterene for the most part with its steel type moves. So
that's also true, yeah. Stealth Rocks is always nice against Tam's team since he's got to choose between the Damp Rock or the Heavy Duty Boots on the Pelipper.
True.
So it's also nice. And if he always brings the Damp Rock, then he's always going to take some residual damage.
But if Tam ends up benching Excadrill, he might be running Defog Scissor, right? to not have to mess around with Rock's Jirachi.
That could. Yeah, that actually looks like a pretty solid bring, actually. Because the Inferno is pretty unlikely to come with the rain. And it's kind of 50-50 shot here, actually. Like, it's good against some mons, but some of them, it's not doing great. Like, if it's physical, Overcool just was it. And then just rain with Teleport can just come in with it, so can a Lantern.
Yep.
So Sizzle has a solid matchup. I can just click U-turns against certain Pokemon, and then Enamorous Therian doesn't want to take a Bullet Punch. I would watch out for that thing setting up though. Trying to go for Coal Mines.
Yeah, that is one scary mon.
Yeah. On paper, I gave this matchup to Tam, just because I thought that the Barraskewda alongside Raging Bolt, Scizor, and then that Ludicolo potential was just too damn good. And
True.
Besides the Greninja and maybe that Rillaboom right there that we talked about, I didn't see much offensive pressure. Not even much defensive pressure. Like Raging Bolt, Dracomedia just goes in, and the only big like wall to it is Enamorous, which is weak to the electric moves.
Yeah, and something that is worth shouting out is that both of Aerosol's ground types are low price mons. So even like electric moves and rain is pretty scary, with priority Thunderclap as well.
Yeah, and like Dodrigo doesn't want to take a Draco. Especially that Gabite doesn't either, but...
Surely not. Something I wanted to shout out though is Rain Dish Tentacruel, since it's so funny in rain.
Wait, Tentacle's the goat.
On random mons.
Man's got Giga Drain, okay? You... Watch out for that, man. He's coming out to Barraskewda hard. Got Rocky Helmet.
To be fair, I think it'll likely be coming for the Ludicolo.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, I think it's a good bring anyways. It does gotta have to watch out for some things though, like Raging Bolt, Escadrille outspeed. No, Escadrille doesn't actually outspeed it. Dang it. Tentacle's a fast boy. I'm trying to forget about that. Also could be worried of like Barraskewda hitting Psychic Fangs. But what's your prediction? I said Tam.
I think I'd have to go with Tam as well. Though this matchup's a lot closer than last one. So I could honestly see Aerosol taking it as well.
Yeah, I agree. This is closer.
If we're predicting differential, I'd say 1-0.
Yeah, I think I said 2-0 in mine.
Alright.
I think it was pretty close. I think that Drifblim might be a little underrated right here. We didn't talk about it, but there's not much like I want to take it. I forgot what his Terra is, but I think it's definitely got electric somewhere.
Oh.
Right. Where's Ursel?
Yeah.
Ursel. No, it's not Terra Electric, it's Terra Stella.
Oh. Odd.
And Ice. I think that's Ice.
Ice, yeah.
Okay, so...
yeah, it is pretty cool. It outspeeds Ludicolo and Rain due to Unburden, too.
Ooh. Imagine if there was an item that activated once you came on Rain.
Then that would be crazy.
That would be some goated stuff right there. But sadly there is not, and you'll have to bring someone else against it to activate the Unburden. But yeah, we don't talking about this matchup.
Yeah, I've got nothing more to say.
Okay, next up we have C Prime versus Toad. Ooh. I believe they might be both coming off wins. My notes actually say who is coming off wins and who's coming off losses, but I don't have them all pulled up right now.
Okay.
So just trust the knowledge. I thought in this matchup that Kieran and Landorus Incarnate just looked really good there. Maybe Sylveon is the only Pokemon that can actually survive both. But also Crocodile could be a late game sweeper right here. With Aqua Step, Close Combat, have an Ice Spinner for the Dragonite.
Yep, it does look really good here. What Terra is the Quagsire? I gotta check that. Maybe it is able to check.
It's the Water Poison Fairy.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I can check the Quaquaval, set up Quaquaval, if it is Fifth Step with some Terra type.
Yeah, it could be Terra Water. But, I mean, there's no Grass type, on C Prime's team. So, they're gonna have to try to bait in that Terra if they really want to do some big damage to the Quagsire, or else it could just stay in and recover all day.
Yep.
Without taking any super effective damage. I guess there is a Ninetales with Freeze Dry though. So that's something that I actually overlooked in my notes.
Or the Quag.
Let's just bomb out here. I thought that Toad's biggest offense here was like King Gambit, but I wasn't 100% sure what else was doing big damage. Like the Gambit does look good. But I can't really set up a Swords Dance unless Crocolo's already dead.
Hmm.
Or else Crocolo just switches in, clicks a Will-O-Wisp, and stills his ass.
Yep.
With unaware shit.
Such a good low price mon.
Yeah, man can just stay in, slack off, Will-O-Wisp, do whatever the hell he wants.
A big portion of Toad's team is physical as well, so there's only like Iron Moth who appreciates or who can take the Wisp and be fine with it. The rest of them are probably complaining.
Yeah. Maybe they should consider bringing Heal down to Sylveon, I don't know.
Oh, I thought Heal Bell was gone on Sylveon.
Oh, is it?
In Gen 9. Yeah, I think so.
That would be very sad.
Since we're doing Paldea decks.
Yeah, that would be very sad.
What else looks good here? Zapdos Galore has its dual stab resisted by Goldingo.
Wait, dual stab resisted by Goldingo? It doesn't resist water?
Zapdos. The Zapdos Galore.
Yeah, it doesn't
With
resist
CC Breaker.
Crocodile.
No, Goldingo resists Zapdos Galore's dual stab.
Golden. For some reason I thought you said Crocodile.
Oh.
Oh no. Yeah. Goldingo resists both of its stabs. Like, I had on paper that I thought C-Prime was winning this. He just has so many other great things here. Kyurem and Landorus look great. I think so does Crocodile. And Goldingo isn't terrible. You know, like in coming against Dragonite and Zapdos.
Yep. Yeah, and...
Well, I thought that Toad's King Gambit and Sylveon were like his best things, but I didn't see them going too crazy.
Yeah, especially with Goldingo existing for Sylveon, it seems pretty difficult for Toad to make much progress here. Like, Ceaseless Edge Samurott doesn't make much progress because of Spin Quaquaval either, so you're hard pressed for finding things.
Yeah, and that Quaquaval could just switch in all the time against Samurott. It's crazy. Resisting both stabs. Yeah, I'm going with C-Prime. I think I even said like it was gonna be like a 4-0 victory down.
Yeah, I mean, I could totally see it. The matchup is pretty heavily in his favor.
It's super bloody rough. Like, what does Toad do? He's gotta try to find the right time to set up some spikes or something. Try to not make sure Quaquaval's there to set up a Rapid Spin. And then try to do stuff with King Gambit, dealing with Iron Heads and Kowtows. But even then, again, Quaquaval resists both of its stabs.
Oh yeah, maybe make something happen with E-Speed D-Knight.
Maybe. But then there's a Goldingo and bro's gonna bring Air Balloon because he's smart.
Yeah, that's tough.
And even if he does the Dragon Dance and then Dragonite, you got the Crocodile right there with Unaware that can Will-O-Wisp.
True.
It's
very little to make progress here.
Yeah, it's really bloody rough. I mean, I thought Tisserina. I always call it Tisserina instead of Serena. Okay, trust. I thought my girl Tisserina did like fairly well here, but it wasn't incredibly great. I mean, like she gets shot down by the Goldingo and like Kyurem. I mean, I guess he's got higher jump kick. Crocodile switches energy. I guess that's the time where Tisserina is able to knock off the Crocodile on the switch and something.
Something that does look interesting with conjunction of Serena is Iron Moth T-Spikes, because you can wear down Crocodile for your offenses, and if you knock its Eviolite or Boots, it just stops being able to wall a lot of Toad's offensive threats.
Yeah, if they're able to set up spikes and knock off the Crocodiles, that might be the opening to be able to start, you know, setting up spikes and stuff. Yeah, I think Toad's really gonna have to outsmart the opponent in the team building to bring some extra stuff.
Yeah, I think so too.
So what's your prediction?
I would predict the same thing as you, actually. Yeah. C-Prime 3-0 probably. I don't think the matchup is as heavily as in his favor as I had before, due to some ways Toad can prep this.
Okay. So both going with C-Prime, but good luck to Toad.
Yeah, good luck.
Next up we have Tom Campbell versus Starry. This was one of my most difficult matchups to write notes on, and it was difficult on Tom's side. Other than the Primarina, I don't know what he does. Please let me see the light.
I thought Samazenta looks pretty good here with like Iron Defense, Heavy Slam, Body Press, since it outspeeds everything besides Spectre.
Okay, with that Pacific set, it's okay. But then I saw like, what if Skarmory was Rocky Helmet? Vaporeon at max defense with Scald kind of walls it. Some
Wait, does
special.
Vaporeon? Oh yeah, Vaporeon still kept Scald. Alright, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, got it back. Yeah, I mean, even Lucario with Vacuum Wave is probably doing a ton of that specific set. Has accounts set up like that. Yeah,
I do agree with you in general. Like, Tom's defensive matchup against, say, Gouging Fire is pretty bad here.
Yeah.
Fire move probably does a lot to Primarina.
I thought that Gouging Fire went insane. After one Dragon Dance, like, Primarina is the only switching. And I thought Primarina was the only good Pokemon that Tom had in this matchup. Like, there's not too much that wants to take a Hydro Pump and a Moonblast. Vaporeon is the only one, and I don't know how much of those it can take. But there's also a Meowscarada that outspeeds it, and that's all from, and some other fast Pokemon.
Yeah, it does look. I mean, it looks good if you can get it in on, say, Vaporeon or something, but it does get outsped by a lot of things as well. So I can see it get chipped down pretty quickly.
Yeah, I saw it as it's his best Pokemon. Just because, yeah, it's the main Gouging Fire switching. I mean, I didn't know what else was coming in after a Dragon Dance. They're gonna have to try that, kill that early. Make sure it can't do that. But also a Spectria setting up with the Grimnai and Nasty Plot also looks insane. Just spamming Shadow Balls. I think he's got to keep his tower and probably come to the game.
It does look pretty difficult, I agree. I mean, like, even though Mandibus resisted stabs, it has to worry about knock Meowscarada with, like, triple axle, because you only have 2 switches to that mon, and it's Samazenta and Mandibus.
Yeah, he's gotta really watch out. Like, I had it pre-even, like, I thought that if Starry was gonna win, it was gonna be like a 2-0.
Okay.
Just because of the defenses on Tom's side, like the Mandibus and the Zamazenta, the Vileplume down there. You know, Vileplume is a pretty solid switching like Meowscarada.
Yep.
And maybe a Feral Lucario. But I wasn't 100% sure how it would go.
I think it is more in Starry's favor. I'd guess it's more like a 3-0 if I had to guess, just because of the offenses. And I thought Samazenta looked really good until you mentioned all of those things like Vaporeon and Skarmory.
Yeah, and it needs to bring a slot for Crunch if it wants to knock out Spectria, and even then Spectria outspeeds it and hits a Shadow Ball before it can crunch it.
Yeah, either a Stab or Crunch for sure. Like Heavy Slam probably gets past Spectre as well.
Oh yeah, Spectria's at 60 defense, he's not taking that.
Though yeah, I mean, Roar Skarmory, even Donphan, if you're not like Iron Defense, you have to worry about.
I mean, yeah, also that Iron Defense set, Vaporeon learns Haze and Scald. That's not nice.
Yeah, you would definitely need the Vaporeon really chipped for that to work.
Yeah, so I think it's 100%. I mean, I see how Tom can win this. I just think I see more of how Starry just beats him with some setup. You know?
Yep.
Like, Tom could win this with setting up Cleaver right, getting the right Iron Defense out with Zamazenta, maybe early game using Primarina well. Like, if Primarina comes and it's Specs or something, and it can just start spamming Moonblast at the right time, they can definitely do some shit. Maybe even Sandy Shocks has a solid matchup. Donphan's the ground type here, and it doesn't want to take an Earth Power.
True. And you do get spikes up if there is no Donphan, since Skarmory lost Defog, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I believe so.
So there are certainly ways Tom can win this.
Yeah. Okay. Are we both going with Starry?
Yes.
Okay. Good luck to both competitors. Let's get in the next game with Will and Ariza Joey. My first look of this was Blaziken goes insane. Blaziken 1v6 is everything. The Azumarill is the one switching.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get creative for that Blaziken.
Yeah.
Like Rocky Helmet Azumarill.
Rocky Helmet Azumarill max defense. Man needs to bring this shit. Let's bring the Parasong set to make sure it's dead. The Whirlpool Parasong.
That's a great set.
Yeah, no, that's what he needs. I don't know how he does it. Cause yeah, Blaze is gonna have to get the speed up. Outspeeds everything. super effective against more than half of the team.
Sheesh. Does not look good.
Jesus Christ. That is some risky shit.
Though, if Blaziken does go down, Excalibur looks very scary.
Yeah, I did also say that, yeah.
Because Empoleon would be like the only switch in, per se, but then you have to worry about EQ.
Yeah. And I think this is the game that Dragapult doesn't come. Because there's 2 Ice Shard users and a Darkrai. And a Poltegeist that outspeeds it after a Shell Smash. And then the Azumarill.
Yeah, it does have a tough matchup here. You're probably slotting into like 4 Pokemon that can hit you for super effective damage if you bring Dragapult.
Yeah. Oh, it's actually 5. Poltegeist, Azumarill, Excalibur, Abomasnow, and Darkrai.
That is a pretty bad Dragapult matchup if I've ever seen one.
I mean, there is also 3 Psychic types there. All the Rise of Joey's do. Although one of them's not weak to Ghost. The Farigiraf isn't. Says something. I also thought the Enamorus was like pretty solid here. It can hit the Moonblast and Earth Power against multiple of these Pokemon. Raichu goes down to Earth Power. Registeel doesn't want to take an Earth Power, so does Glamora. And then Darkrai and Excalibur don't like Moonblast.
Yeah, I could totally see Enamorus coming here with like some Resist Berry potentially. Or Scarf, if it lives Ice Shard from Excalibur and the Abomasnow. Looks pretty difficult to switch into on Joey's part.
God damn. Just the type-wise, Abomasnow looks so good. Like, if he was faster, he would kill this team. Like, Rise Joey. My man. We can just boost up Abomasnow for you real quick. I mean, boost up his speed. Like, his typing. Grass and ice. That's fucking crazy, and then he also learns Earthquake.
Yep.
Crazy. Yeah, my prediction with this was that Rise of Joey, team-wise, has the better matchup. Just because those top 4 Pokemon go absolutely in on Will's team. And then he also gets an extra 2 other spots for potential Glamora with the T-Spikes, which there's no grounded poison type on Will's team. I don't even know. What's the hazard removal, dude? Lurantis with a default?
Lurantis with default and Quaxwell with Rapid Spin.
I'm sorry, what are those hazard removals? Are either of them even coming?
Very doubtful. I don't see it.
Yeah, like, if Lurantis comes, he's got to watch out for the Glamora itself, and then the 2 Ice types. That's good stuff. And then the Quaxwell's definitely gonna come. I don't even know what that thing does.
Me neither. The only thing I know it does is Rapid Spin.
Right, that's his only use.
Just spins and dies.
So yeah, who do you think wins this matchup? The Blaziken or Ariza Joey's whole team?
I think Arisa Joey is probably winning this because he does have at least 1 response against Blaziken, while Will has very little for like 5 months of Arisa Joey's.
Yeah, I agree. Like the Blaziken is so good, and the Namor's the second best right there. Everything else just isn't great, you know. Like the Empoleon's okay.
Yeah. The thing with Empoleon though is that it has to switch into a lot of Arisa Joey's threats, so I can totally see it get weakened down pretty quickly.
Yeah, it does have to switch into a lot. Like it has to be the Azumarill switch in and the Excalibur switch in, and then also maybe even the Glamora switch in if it comes. You know, or else he's kind of dead to like especially offensive Glamora with Energy Ball and Sludge Wave.
Yeah, and at the same time he has to worry about Glamora setting up spikes on like random Pokemon.
Yeah, that could be worried about
with no great removal. So, yeah, I would give it to Arisa Joey. Probably a 4-0 even.
Yeah, that's a rough game, Will. Okay.
What do you think? What do you think the differential will be?
In my notes, I put it as a 2-0 just because I know Will's a good battler. But
alright.
I think it might be a 3-0 just with the presence here. I mean, the power of even a huge power Azumarill Aqua Jetting its way through, which got to mention, like, Azumarill switches on the Blaziken, it can just hit Aqua Jet and outspeed it, not worrying about the speed boost.
Yep. And Blaziken also has to worry about like Flare Blitz recoil.
Yeah.
Putting into priority.
And even the counter to Azumarill, which will be the Empoleon, it's gotta be watch out for superpower.
True.
So yeah, I'll go for a 3-0. You ready to go the next game? The last one?
Let's go.
we have Froze versus Vortex 23. Our boss. Vortex, you're clearly winning this. Praise me, please. Don't unmod me. I beg.
He's holding us captive. Save us.
Yes, please. Yeah, I thought this was a really interesting game because Champao and Iron Bundle are normally the two Pokemon that are like going crazy on their opponents. Whereas like a clear advantage that they're the best Pokemon in the matchups. Yep. In this one, I think that Iron Bundle does better than Champao. Just because the Water, Ice, and then the Freeze Dry against the Walking Wake here. Although it does get weakened Hydro Pumps by that Sun. Pesky little Sun. Just gotta watch out for that. Also thought that
it also outspeeds Qianpao by 1 point, so
yeah, man's vibing.
Well.
Yeah, man's vibing with that 1 point extra. Yeah, I thought the Colossal and the Torterra were both very good here on paper. If they got their Terras up, like defensively, Terra Colossal could be good against the Walking Wake, and offensively, Terra Torterra could be good against like the Champao, and basically threaten everything else in Shell Smash. So I think if Vortex brings both, he's gotta be wary about which one to actually Terra, because they can both do well against their Pokemon.
Something I was wondering was, isn't Vortex's team the one on the left and Froze is the one on the right?
That is correct. They're gonna see it right though, and you're just seeing it wrong. Okay.
All right. Good.
Because they don't see what we currently see. They see post editing. So,
all right, nice.
I'm gonna fix that after, don't worry. Trust.
I mean, it does look like a pretty rough matchup for Froze here. And it is also worth noting that Froze lost last week, so I don't think there are any undefeated teams left, with Starry also losing.
I don't recall. I checked the standings. Yeah, no. There's no undefeated teams. But if Vortex is yet to play his game at the moment we're recording this, and if Vortex loses that game and loses this game, he's like, this is gonna be pretty rough for him to come back. So,
is it?
Yeah, he's currently in 5th place. If he loses this next game, he could be. If he loses this week 4 game that he hasn't done yet, he could be down to like 6, 7. And then if he loses this week 5 game, he'll be even more down. So these are some big 2 games right here. Yeah, and this is Froze. He's number 1 in the standing, so he could take a Froze off the pecking order.
At least Vortex does have a pretty good matchup here to go with.
Yeah, he's still gonna be worried about some things, so like that Champao is so fucking scary. Man just brings Crunch, Iso Crash, and Sacred Sword and goes in. I don't know, maybe he brings Tailwind Whimsicott to try to plus its speed up, I don't know. Be faster than Bundle. But also he gets Sucker Punch to kill the Bundle quickly. Without speed in the 1v1 scenario.
Froze does have Walking Wake too, which is pretty scary here.
Yeah, I thought that was actually better in the matchup than Champao. Like,
yeah.
Draco Hydra's team just goes absolutely crazy.
I can see it.
Yeah. Although Gudra is reliable when running the Assault West, but Walking Away does the Knuckle, which is crazy to say, but you know, man's vibing with Knuckle, so be watching out for that again. Also, the Whimsicott was fairly solid here.
Yeah, like a utility set with Tailwind, like you mentioned. Looks pretty good.
Looks like some solid stuff. I also thought that maybe the Regieleki was gonna be like a Thunderwave set, trying to slow down like Walking Wake and Champao.
Oh, so you think Eleki's coming? Okay. I thought Eleki had too much of an issue with Great Tusk.
It does gotta watch out for it, but he has Bring It and other weeks with Ground Subs. Okay. And if it runs just like the normal type Terra Blast, it's probably gonna do a good amount of damage to Tusk, because Tusk doesn't have good special defense.
Fair.
Yeah, it's 30 something. No, it's 50. 50 something.
Yeah, it has really bad spit F.
Maybe even could bring like a Screens Regieleki. Like Screens Thunderwave and Volt Switch. Maybe Terra Blast somewhere in between of training, but.
And then set up with an Annihilape? That
could be a possibility. Bulk up an Annihilape. Or just switching in the bundle. Maybe switching the Torterra with Shell Smash.
Yeah. Whimsicott will be pretty useful in those scenarios if it has Prankster Encore. It is like one of his best bets to stop those guys.
Yeah, it would be. Indeed. We just talk about the power of Greedent though.
I don't see the power of Greedent here. It is probably one of the worst Greedent matchups I've seen.
No, trust in the game. Can I just please say something to Vortex? Vortex, please take it out of captivity. Zorak wants to come out to play, okay? Please. Just let Zorak come out to play. Look, he's got Exosensory and Focus Blast. He can do stuff. Trust.
Yeah,
He can bring
even a
agility.
Sludge Bomb for a Whimsicott.
Exactly. And he can bring agility. He'll kill everything. Trust in the Zorak. Come on, man. He hasn't brought it the entire season. I don't know what he's doing with it back there. At the bench. Okay, he also hasn't brought the Colossal at all, but that's sad. Or the Braviary. I don't know what's he doing with it. Okay. What's the difference you're saying? Because I think it's gonna be... Oh no, 2-0? Maybe, like, I think on my notes I said 1-0 to Vortex. It's because Chien-Pao and Walking Wake are crazy Pokemon that are gonna take some dinner with them.
Yeah, I was about to say 1-0 too. Man, I was thinking Vortex would win, but now that I think about it, I think Froze might have a chance here. So I'm gonna say 1-0 Froze because of Walking Wake in particular.
Man,
He just has to play around Bundle.
Yeah, he's gonna try, but I don't know how he plays around it. Like, Toko's probably the best switching, right? And Hydro Pump's weakened, and he can run Solar Beam.
I think like Necrozma in Sun could tank a couple of hits from Bundle and be annoying with like rocks. Because if it's just boots Bundle.
Oh wait, Necrozma also gets Morning Sun, man, can be with the weather.
Oh, 75%.
Let's go.
He has the tech.
Let's check on the Necrozma. So you're switching up on me. You're saying 1-0 Froze, I'm saying 1-0 Vortex.
Yeah. Please don't kill me, Vortex.
Bro's gonna ban you out of here. You're gonna be demoted as a mod. Bro, you are gone. Also, guys, we're already kidding around. Vortex is actually a good guy. He would not do this. Okay, trust. We're not legitimately scared for our lives. Okay, trust.
No, but actually call 911. I'm just joking, of course.
Brother. Okay, is there anything else you'd like to say before I send us off?
Just good luck to all of the participants. It'll be an interesting week.
Indeed, it will be, and maybe, trying to remember your name again. Akshi. Maybe Akshi will be back again for another Pickems video. I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to Vortex's YouTube channel because he allows me to upload these to his YouTube channel. Exactly. And peace out.